I used to kill snakes back in high school.
What?
You know, I used to be. Yeah,
What?
I'm an OG.
Damn, you started
Listen,
early.
The idea.
Man.
I mean,
Kugonga tu kichwa tu. Nah.
The mics are blood clot open. Check. Select accent for the podcast. Calvin always late.
welcome back to another episode of The Mics Are Open, episode 327. My name is Ashley.
Andy Young.
Big C.
Hi, you have a question to ask me, please go for it.
Yeah. Oh, no. Just as
You are supposed to ask him. What's the difference
Oh,
between?
sorry.
Yeah.
That's how I was meant to ask it.
Alikuwa nataka setup
I'm looking for it. I'm like,
Umekea
dude,
mtu amalizi hapo kwa rim.
Fine, yeah, we're back. Okay, Calvin, I have a question for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
What's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
First and foremost, the color.
Okay.
Yeah. So alligators are darker than crocodiles, right? But what's interesting is there are no alligators in Africa.
The only crocs.
We only have crocs.
Is that the fun
But
fact?
It's
Okay.
actually the truth. But what I've come to learn is this. Imagine in Kenya, we actually do have an alligator.
Okay.
Tell us more.
We have an alligator at the National Museum. You know, at the National Museum, there's a snake park down there.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of crocs that are kept there. But there's one alligator at that far corner, which has been there, I think, since the 60s, 70s.
And it's still alive.
It's still alive.
How
They're
long?
not trying to breed it.
They've not, because apparently, actually, that was one question I asked one of the guides over there. I was like, you can't cross, I mean,
Oh, like an alligator and a
Leave
croc.
alone even
Yeah.
crossbreeding
Yeah.
to keep the pure breed.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
So that's the only, according to him, I don't know whether he's refreshed his Google, but according to him, which was maybe about a couple of weeks back, he said that's the only alligator we have on the continent.
What's the lifespan?
Those things can grow as old as maybe 90, thereabout. But what's
Damn,
interesting,
is it male or female?
it's actually male.
Give him some hoes, man.
Yeah, I know,
Give
right?
the nigga some hoes, man.
And also what I learned about them, how you can tell the age of like a croc is when you look at like the tail, you know how it looks like it has like two corns, those things.
Yeah.
So when you look at those, you're able to tell how old it is. So one represents like a certain number of years and so on and so forth.
Hey, okay. You're
Upcoming tour guide, man.
Yeah.
You know what's
Educated.
What's crazy about it? When I went to the snake park, right? The snake park, they have fish, they have crocs and all of those and those different kind of things. I remember when I walked in, they were like, "Do you need a guide?" I was like, "No." Then I walked in a bit. Then I saw some guy telling guys about snake. This snake, you'll find it in Ukambani here, there, where. I was like, this guy is actually very interesting. So I was like, snatch him from another group. And he gave
That's
us
a
some
little
information.
selfish.
After saying you don't want
I was
one.
just like, I don't want one. Unajua hapo, nilikuwa hapo nimeingia first body. I've been here before a couple of times.
I mean, with technology, you might as well just take a picture and put it on Gemini.
I know. Then the guy asked me, do you want me to put this snake on your shoulder?
Oh
Pause.
my God, Calvin, this
I was
took a
like,
very different turn, nigga.
You know how Mbachi be placing the snakes on his kids?
Yeah.
At snakes.
Yeah,
that snake place.
Yeah.
Bro,
We're not doing
listen,
that.
I got 2 balls. I am not doing that. Even if they've chomoed the fans
What?
out.
I'm trying to see the correlation.
Between the balls of the
Yeah.
snake.
No, like I'm man enough.
Because the rest are
Anyway,
one and a half
let me
balls,
take it
Zama.
back. Let me take it back.
Shit.
Kunao. But let me take it back.
How would you know?
You know how guys mtaani,
Right.
how guys wanasemaga, mimi mama ya mtu, mimi baba ya mtu. I'm not placing no snake on my neck.
Because
Why you
of the
placing
two
it?
balls.
No. Listen, I'm scared of a lot of things.
Which
Including
are?
snakes.
No. I'm scared of snakes. I'm scared of snakes. I'm scared of heights.
I used to kill snakes back in high school.
What?
You know, I used to be. Yeah,
What?
I'm an OG.
Damn, you started
Listen,
early.
The idea.
Man.
I mean,
Kugonga tu kichwa tu. Nah.
How do
Set
you go
yourself up
into
for that
That's
one.
right.
Set yourself up for that one.
things are
That
great.
fucking was wide open.
Yeah? Set yourself up for that one.
No,
one's here.
context. I used to be my high school used to be in the middle of a pineapple farm, right? So it's basically
That tells a lot.
Sweet. So when we used to go back to the dorm from like, I don't know, lunch or dinner or whatever, we used to like find snakes sometimes on the corridor or whatever.
Shit.
So us with the hockey stick, not those kind of snakes, us with the hockey sticks, we used to like come out, pour hot water on them or like,
Hey.
what is it called?
The head.
But alcohol usually slows them down. Yeah.
What do you guys get in alcohol?
Not alcohol, but like spirit.
Ethanol.
Or
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Unaingia
stuff like
chemistry
that.
lab.
Exactly. Unazimwagilia tu, or even if you have like Dettol or spirit.
Really
you just
slow. Like if you pour it on the floor, it won't
yeah,
heat
yeah,
up?
yeah. It slows them down. Or if you pour it on them, it slows them down. Then you can like chuck it or just kill it. But usually don't kill these animals. Just like remove them. Like you're in their space. Just move them.
Yo, so interesting that we're now speaking about snakes, right? So at that snake place, right? So they have like different venomous snakes.
Yeah.
And they were saying like there's one that if it bites you within 30 minutes, if there's no hospital,
Gone.
you're gone. And there's different venom that like there's one if it bites you, we just Google the different venoms from snakes.
See,
there's
science,
one that
yes, alcohol
I think
slows
it hits
down.
your neural system. So you like you can't
You become
move and
paralyzed.
walk. Yeah. Yeah, just Google that
That's
neural
scary.
from snakes. There's neural and something.
Man, it's not only snakes that can do that, my boy.
You see, what is that?
Neurotoxic.
Neurotoxic, affecting the nervous system. Hemotoxic, affecting
The blood,
cardiovascular.
cardiovascular.
So you kind of kupatia heart attack.
Yeah.
And all
Then
of that.
causing that's cytotoxic. Toxic.
And
Cell
this
and tissue
might-
damage.
myotoxic.
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 Yeah.
Paralysis.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so
I've
snakes,
experienced a muscle paralysis sometimes, man, but it wasn't caused by a snake. Manzi unauma unashindwa hata kusonga bana, ukopo tu unatetemeka.
type of shit. I
you're
love
just
it.
like
Unaingia ina seizure, bro.
you're turning into an eagle, basically.
Anyway,
Yo,
guys.
so concluding my night at the museum. You see what I did there?
No.
They also have like different types of birds that are actually found in Kenya.
Yeah.
Kenya is great for thingy, bird spotting.
Yeah?
Yeah, you guys have not been to Karura, like, and seen some like white people just walking,
Yeah.
running and walking fast. You're just seeing guys.
Must be a songbird.
Now, we are spotting other things
Then
with
they
the
hear things sound.
binoculars.
Ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ah. You're like, what is that?
Jot
No,
of the
no,
jungle.
shit, my brain. That's a fucking monkey.
Take it. Transition to report, man. But no, in your defense, there are some birds that can actually make such sounds. You'd think it's a monkey, but it's actually a bird. So you could be right. Not necessarily monkeys that make those noises, but yes,
They
that was a
kinda
monkey.
replicate the sound.
Yeah.
So you guys have been seeing the video of the snake in Karura, how massive that
Yeah,
thing
it's
is, right?
huge.
Yes.
Huge,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how they were just like, if you see this motherfucker, just let
Let
it
it be.
pass.
Yeah.
Bro, so I was taking a walk in Karura. And all I remember is then that's where my story from the white people looking above came from.
Yeah.
So walking, I find this white couple, they're just walking nicely. Then I start seeing these two monkeys like jumping from one side to the other.
Monkey
You
branching.
get? Monkey branching.
Madam wa Nairobi
Yeah,
from
yeah.
one relationship to the next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really loud.
Wait, okay.
What?
So
What?
anyway, me, I stop. I'm like, okay, moment for nature. So I'm just watching them. But it's like those monkeys have been told by whoever's there, yo, let me show you white people and black people. Because the way they were staring back at us, it was like,
Nigga.
you know, that's Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be up here with us.
Yeah, but they were just jumping and jumping. But me, I'm remembering movies like Anaconda. When the snakes are coming, you know, animals be like moving wild and shit.
Yeah.
Me, I was just like, yay!
Something's coming.
Move. I was just like, no fucking way. Me kwanza Karura, right now,
No goes
Look
on.
at this nigga.
nigga.
Tutakuwa hapo tu on Sunday.
No, but here's the thing. So I've been
Yeah.
talking to different people who know these kind of things. And they were saying they are more close to the side that has a bit of water.
What's this? The snakes and whatnot? Or?
Those big, because
Yeah.
those are pythons, I think.
I mean, because it's a source of water. I think
Yes.
most animals are going to naturally congregate
Yeah.
over there
Yeah.
because this is where most of them are going to
From
get their
the
But
water.
for the path, you have to cross not cross the waterfall or the river path, but Siapo Ju.
Close by.
Yeah,
Close by. So it could be crossing to go towards the side that unajua uko kwa macaves
Yes,
the
yes,
river
yes.
essentially is on this side.
Yeah.
So many can decide tu nitakuwa na wakuko juu. There's nowhere tunapatana na big
That's
snake.
valid.
Huko ndo utapatana nao bro. The
That's
more,
where the
the more, the more you
houses are.
try to avoid something, the more you're running into it. So that snake finna be like, nigga, where you think you're going, my head?
Is that
Go
what you
up,
tell
man.
your girls?
Yeah, it's what I tell them. And I don't need to tell them. Tutapatana tu hapo manze. You can't try run
That was
away
a
from
good
me.
line.
No, it wasn't. I just had to finish a sentence, manze.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
honestly, it was quite an interesting learning, right? Like in terms of snakes and how those different kind of poisons are there. I was just like, where? Enyewe ni kunoma.
Unaniambia hivyo, and my mind always goes to Australia and how
yeah.
it's never a real
Wow.
place, man. I have a couple of friends who are there, and maybe I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but unaona vile kwa Snapchat we can just be snapping our random days. Maybe me I'm in studio, Ashley's in the office, you know, Calvin anafanya nini. Bruh, them niggas will randomly snap some fucking big ass dinosaur looking lizard,
Yeah.
a snake over there, kangaroo over there, a bigger spider, and I'm like, everywhere you turn in Australia, man.
And you know it's so wild. Majority of Australians walk around barefoot, right? And
Man.
they're like doors open and it's like they're used to this shit. They like cohabitate with them. Because my
that's
uncle
wild.
lived there for years, right? And even for him, he's a nigga, right? You'd expect him to be scared of this shit. He just cohabitated with them.
Amezoea.
Amezoea.
Australia is
You
a
don't have an option.
Australia is a different kind of country. You know, when you look at like Australia,
Yes.
the country,
Yeah.
is it a continent or a
Continent.
country?
It is a continent.
It is a-
Continent and country.
Both.
Right?
Yeah.
You notice most of the towns are just by the sea. Huko ndani ni kwenye now Mad Max and them were
Yeah.
shooting the movie.
Yeah.
Huko
Yeah.
it's,
Kangaroo
it's,
Jack.
it's crazy, right? But also some of the craziest what do you call it? Some of the craziest
Animals.
the process that you go through immigration
Oh, yeah.
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 is very strict in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, huko like you can't just engage with ati some food item plant nini. They're like
I used to watch Border Patrol pale TLC, manze, and I was like, Australia, this is
And you
you.
know,
Australia
it's
is-
wild because you should be thinking, I shouldn't be living with anything from your country. Not coming in with anything.
yep,
Like,
yep.
if I live with anything from your country, my whole habitat or my whole country is going up in flames. Because now it's going to start populating. Or so imagine if you move with an egg, with
Bruh.
a spider with eggs.
Bruh.
Then it starts...
Did you guys ever watch that movie called Arachnophobia?
Yes.
Bro,
Messed me
Spiders
up.
one?
the
Fucking
spider
messed
one
me
that
up, manze.
mated with another one and it was
I didn't even know what arachnophobia meant until I watched that shit, bro. God,
When it
Isn't
yeah.
that
mated
the
with
phobia
another one.
of spiders?
Yes,
Of
it is.
arachnids.
yeah.
Arachnids. Like
Yeah.
eight-legged, whatever.
Yes, yes.
That shit
You're
is
paying attention in science
crazy.
class.
Come on.
Biology. Shit,
Man.
but Australia is one of those places. I mean, I'd only visit for the culture, but you'd have to pay me good money to
What
go
to say?
there.
The
man.
Aborigine people or what? The culture, what? The
No,
Aborigine
as
or
in,
what?
you see how we say, let me do it for the culture.
oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the only reason I'd go to Australia, you know, just for the culture. Niseme, nimeenda Australia. But other than that, you'd have to give me good tunes,
But
man.
there's usually a rumor in the, rumor mill of Kenya that there's a lot of Kalenjins in Australia.
Really? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's connected to something to do with Biwott. Apparently, Biwott's second wife was from there or something like that. So when guys were like, how they talk about Tomboya helped a lot of people, a lot of Luos and Kenyans generally go to the US to further their studies.
Yeah.
So for now, Biwott was helping Kales. Huko you can even pata Kericho Ndogo or some shit.
I wouldn't be
Huko-
surprised, man.
huko,
Ziende sana.
Chemgoi missing? Some shit like that.
You know, because I usually see a lot of people who are in the diaspora, Kenyans in the diaspora, complaining, hizi vitu zenye tumezoea, imagine we take them for granted because we don't know any better. Hata kitu kama ketepa, bro, something as small as that, that gets them excited over there. Si tuko like, bro, it's just ketepa. We kuja huku kwanza, you come over here, stay for a bit, and then tell me it's just ketepa.
But
So it makes sense.
But you know
Yeah.
that works the same for
Reverse.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like now, I have buddies who come from like different countries, right?
Yes.
And they're like, oh, do you guys have this? Do you guys have this? Like, it's like for me, like I think Larry Modo had posted a time where guys were being stopped from carrying Royco into the States. Yeah, because Kenyans were just like, we let the Royco
There's no
one.
flavor up in this.
Yeah. They're just like, but now what's crazy is in Kenya, there's actually a store. Like if you like American products,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Village Market, Nobri,
Yeah.
they have all of those, like even sea salt, seasoning, toothpaste, all of those different items, detergents, nini.
I'd say we do have some of these products. It's just the branding that's different.
Yes.
Right? And I think for the Western world, they're so hell-bent on branding that if they don't find, let's say, like a scrub daddy, they're not going to go for anything else.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's more of a branding issue than it is a product issue. Because if you... Same thing with spices, I think. Maybe the white people just don't know how to use spices, no offense. But if you go to the States, like there's some spices that my mom I know usually gets from
There?
Over
the
there.
States, yeah. She gets
you know,
from the
fuck.
States. Like,
Yeah.
you know, as we're used to a Royco, we're used to a Maggi cube. So it's more of
Hey,
a...
Maggie Cube.
Yo, Maggi cube is the shit.
Maggie Cube and Maggie Soup.
You
No, you're right.
on everything and anything. So I think
Hey.
it's more of a branding issue than it is of a product issue.
You know what's crazy? Now that we're speaking about all of that, I want you guys to tell me 2 items or even 1 item. If you were to move to another country that you would be like, fuck, I miss that. And you can probably only find it in Kenya.
Meat.
Yeah.
Pause.
Like sausage.
What, like the sausages over here? Farmer's Choice.
Farmer's Choice.
Farmer's Choice
Yeah.
sausages, I rate them.
Yeah, I've had sausages elsewhere and they're not it
Yeah.
at all.
Kwanza
At
TZ. Those
all.
sausages. Hey, yeah.
At all, at
No.
Hazikuwa zinaleta
else?
shangwe.
No. What else?
Sausages,
Kuna
Kwanza.
hiyo and
Dubai.
and fruits as well, because I hear a lot of people in the States complain about the authenticity of
Yeah,
the fruits.
of a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of things. So that's one of the things that usually puzzles them, because according to them, if something is growing out of the ground, then there's no reason as to why it should be subpar. So it usually puzzles them. When they come over here, they're like, bro, the food is so flavorful. The fruits are rich in nutrients. You can actually taste them.
Sizing.
That too, that part, you know, like the taste and all that, it's so much different over there. So huko ni kama iko a bit lackluster. A lot of things are a bit lackluster. Ni kama melanin inaenda ikipungua ukienda far west or
Yeah.
far north or something like that.
Yeah.
So for me, I'd have to say meat products and fruits. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, what about you?
Why'd you say meat products?
Si vile tu tumesema,
Like
your
what?
example ya ma sausages, you know.
Okay, but
like,
because you know nyama now there's different. You're talking what? Pork, beef, nini?
all of them.
General.
All of
All
them.
of them. Because
Interesting.
you have to look at the process all the way from the farm. You know, what are the conditions? What are we feeding our animals? How are we looking after them? The processing that you're going to put the meat and every maybe dairy product through. So by the time you get the finished product over there, and by the time you get the finished product over here, bro, it's
So it's funny
East
that
and
you,
West.
why I was asking you for more detail is funny that you mentioned that. One of my very good friends,
oh, and also I'm saying this out of ignorance. I haven't gone to the States to test this out for myself, so I do stand
one of
corrected.
my very good friends who you've actually met when we were in Dubai, actually.
Kevin ama ilikuwa ni nani?
No,
Alikuwa anaitwa
Martin.
nani? Martin.
Yes. So he moved from Dubai to Saudi, right? So we were having a conversation yesterday. We were talking about meat. So in
Of course
Saudi,
you are.
oh wow, me and my home were talking about. So in Saudi, they import a lot of things. I mean, you can imagine it's an arid country, right?
Yeah.
But they have the muscle to import a lot.
Yeah.
So one thing that came up is we were discussing like the meat that they import. Would you believe one of the countries that has the best meat in the world is where? Like just randomly guess.
The UK.
No,
In the UAE, ama
in like globally.
globally.
Yeah,
Is it in Africa? Are you talking about country or continent?
country.
Country. Is it in Africa?
There's one in Africa.
Oh,
Mozambique.
Okay, they have good meat that down south, but some of the best meat. Let me just spare you guys, right?
Yeah.
Some of the best meat is from South Africa. South Africa exports a lot of
valid.
meat, right?
Valid.
Another country that exports a lot of meat to Saudi Arabia is actually Brazil. Yeah, Brazil exports a lot of meat. Here he is actually calling me. So,
Kwani pia ni
number
mkisi.
3.
Na mabeshte wako ukiwa mention kila time alafu anaanza kupiga
Let me just
simu.
tell him I'm on the pod.
Ah, damn.
So,
I definitely
they have-
understand us saying.
The other one that is actually a big exporter of meat to Saudi Arabia is a country that we just mentioned right now.
So you tell us, you put us out of our
Australia.
misery.
Ah.
Yeah.
I
Even
bet.
kangaroo meat.
with everything going on, I believe you. I believe Australia ni place hata naweza fanya Russian rule ya kukula nyama, like surprise me, let me eat and then tell me what I ate later on after I ate. Naambia hapo ulikula spider, hapo ulikula kangaroo, hapo ulikula mamba.
Yeah.
I understand SA. We have a
Ushekula mamba. Oh, big up mamba, manze, big up mamba.
Oh damn.
Oh, unakacha, okay.
I understand SA because the literal like restaurants are open specifically for like South African meat. Even in Kenya, like the local, is it local? Whatever is open and specifically like imported meat from SA, and it's
Kina
It's
Brian
proper.
that.
it's so
Hata vile
good.
tulienda food market tumehitaji it and I keep forgetting the name.
Where?
The one in Karen, the one we were just talking about.
the food.
Yeah. The last time we went, there's some
the
dried
two
meat
boys. Yeah.
that you guys got and you are being told it's from SA.
Well, you guys had braai over there?
Biltong.
Biltong.
It's biltong.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with the concept.
Biltong is it's like a national snack in SA. Like it's the land of biltong.
Kwanza, when you go for those wine tasting things, they just give it to you. They're like, oh, you're having, what is it they were giving us? Fucking gazelle or some shit? Or bok?
It's technically beef jerky, but very well done. They've started making them in Kenya now. More individuals are now getting into the art of making biltong specifically. But now I got some, and the guy was just like, we're trying to make sure that it's less chewy.
Oh,
It's
less
chewy, yeah. Then another one was perfection. So even last weekend I was at the food market, but I didn't bother getting it because my good friend has gone to SA, and I was just like, your suitcase needs to be full of biltong by the time you come back.
When
That
you come
shit is
back
so
with it.
good.
Bag full of meat.
So it's interesting. For me, one thing for sure, I know I'd miss chapo. I'd miss chapati.
I'd substitute that with like naan on the other side.
Naan is I. You know, you can find naan.
Some butter, garlic
but because you see, naan is readily available. You know what I mean? Like if there's my guys from you fuck you.
Unaweza tengeneza kwa jiko, bro. No, as he's being racist, this nigga.
I don't belong here.
You know, I have an Indian friend of mine. Today I watched a video of some guys. One is Pakistani and another is Indian. I sent it. I was dead in bed watching that shit. I contemplated for like 30 minutes. I'm like, is our relationship strong enough for me to send him this?
Yes.
Because that guy, Maze, the guy told him, I'll fuck you right here. I was just like,
you fuck you.
Fuck you.
You fuck you.
Like, fuck you back. Yo clip uko nayo kwa WhatsApp. Make sure uweke. Iko kwa IG.
Umesahau kijana manze simu manze.
At least ako kwa IG.
Alifanywa ile kitu.
After he DM'd me personally akaniambia bro, unajua siko kwa WhatsApp group. So send me the description and the title of the pod up on private.
Hey, shut your mouth. Don't shout. I fuck you right here, motherfucker. You don't know me. Don't motherfucker try to be smart ass. I fuck you right here. Motherfucker. How much you pay? $50? You're a motherfucker. You are. You are. Respect yourself. You are fucking Pakistani asshole. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Fuck you too.
But you know, this whole phone story is becoming quite crazy. I saw Mukurugenzi. He posted up on Instagram today saying that Manzeli patana na wadhi.
Uni Abel Mutua.
Abel Mutua. Na wase walikuwa na mapanga hata. But the crazy story of that story was how he said ilikuwa hapo karibu na KU and he was close to the hospital, the morgue and everything.
God
He was like, manze, he'd have just been echoed up on that.
One time.
Shit.
This is wild. Now 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
usihesabu. Utajinx maneno manze walai. Utajinx maneno.
But also, but the one that killed me was the one for what's Wabebe called?
What do you mean Wabebe?
The guy Willis. His phone.
Yeah.
Imepigwa picha. The guy was like, "Ati, please," and you know, I love how he wrote that statement. He was like, "Not stolen, seem to have found it.
Wait, so what happened with Willis?
So
He's good
he
tell
went
me.
for a concert this weekend, right? While he was bashing very heavily, his phone got stolen. Stolen. It got lost and it was found
someone
by
found
a very
it.
generous individual. So as the generous individual who found it was trying to open or to unlock it, the phone has a what is it called, a feature that now takes a picture like a front camera picture of the person who's trying to unlock it.
Ikamnasa.
And then it sends it.
Sends it to the email of the person who has the person's phone.
Oh, man.
So he posted it on Instagram saying, "Kuna mtu alipata simu yangu. Thank the Lord. Now we're looking for the person so that he can return it to him."
As of today, he's posted.
Again.
They found the
That's
phone,
hilarious.
man.
That's
Simu
hilarious as
imerudishwa.
fuck. Oh,
They
gosh.
traced the guy. They sent the photo to DCI.
Yeah.
DCI then located it sijui through was it Kibera police station or sijui what chief nini wakampata and they told him wewe usiwai find phone ya mtu tena. They left him with a stern
stern
warning.
warning.
They're like,
At least you're
we've not
informed,
pressed
eh?
no
Yeah,
charges.
yeah.
But
That's some
bruh, after
leniency.
that one you'd just be like, whew.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you didn't get lynched.
That's
True.
true.
You didn't get killed.
You didn't get arrested.
You didn't, as in,
Yeah.
hey,
Ukuandikiwa
bro,
statement.
that shit is that.
But imagine seeing your face circulating the interwebs. Mtandao na
damn.
uso yako.
As-
Even me, I return that
as-
phone
as
with the
the thief.
quickness. Yeah.
As the thief, bro.
Once I package it, I send it to you.
Hey, yo,
Ini kama mugshot, manze.
manze, me, I saw that shit.
Literally.
I saw that shit. I was just like, Samsung, manze, wakombele.
Hapo wame- hapo wame-
I was
bonga
just like,
points.
Could
yo,
never be.
Samsung.
And
One.
on the conversation, hii wiki nilicheki a former ex-con from Langata Women's alikuwa on a press run. And,
What do you mean?
An ex-con.
She was on a press. She.
She. Yes. You know how you want to get inside stories about prison life and everything that goes on in there. So it was one of them videos. And she was advising single guys to stop running after these babes in the streets, looking all expensive and shit, maneno ya, expensive liquor and all that. And go outside Langata Women's, Shimolatewa Women's, Monday to Friday. Because every day, there's someone going in and there's someone coming out. Now when you wametoka, and this was a shorty.
Wow.
Anasema hapo kuna mtu amepiga miaka 4 hajashikwa, you know, miaka 7, and the more she was talking I was like, okay, she's making sense because
She's giving men strategy.
yes, they haven't been taking alcohol, they haven't been taking drugs, wamekuwa detox, hajashikwa vizuri, conjugal rights maybe hajakuwa kipewa. So by the time she's actually leaving prison, my guy, so she was telling us, hey, cheki, achaneni na madem mwingine. Langata Women's, Shimolatewa Women's, Monday to Friday. Ngojea tu hapo nje.
What happens
Angukia
to us
kitu.
then?
So now I wanted to pose that question to you guys. Like, would you risk it with a fresh ex-con?
I think like, okay, there's a bad connotation to ex-con. It depends on, I guess, your
So
your
what do we
conviction.
say? What do we say?
I don't know. I wouldn't be
Someone who's done
say
time.
this. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with someone who's done time.
Yeah, because also again we talk about the justice system. Some
Yes.
of these people have been in there for doing absolutely nothing.
Yes, true.
Makuiba 10 bobo whatever. So I mean,
Petty.
probably I'd give them a chance if they're willing, focused, you know, ready to make a change in this, like not doing kind of crimes though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Juu nilikuwa nikuulize, like, will it
no.
matter to you why they
Yeah.
went in?
Kind of, yes.
Because I was thinking about it. Petty crime, yeah, tuneza.
Yeah.
But if someone was like a psycho killer or a serial
Why the fuck
killer
are you
or
out in the first place?
see, I've done my time.
What do you mean? you've done your time?
Nimemaliza sentence yangu.
Unless you're, what's the word? When you're exonerated?
Yeah.
Unless you're exonerated and they're like, okay, we've dropped the charges, you actually didn't do this crime, then maybe I can consider. But ain't no Diddy type of nigga who's coming up to me and I'm saying yes.
So if I did the crime,
Show me.
watch yourself. So if I did
Show me
the
what you're
crime
working with.
and I did the time, still,
And you're
I
a
was
serial killer.
was
No.
I'm reformed now. Yes, I
You
have
know I
changed.
watch one too
Serial
many
killer.
documentaries.
And that's your problem.
I'm reformed
Wait,
now.
wait.
I'm
You know,
I'm
here's the
nice.
thing.
Yes,
Sorry.
I've learned my lesson.
No.
I've made up for the bad that I've done, nigga.
Andy, let me tell you.
Nigga call me Ashley.
So now,
I ain't got titties like
you're
that,
with
man.
your serial,
Facts.
so
Oh,
now
yeah.
you're with your serial killer boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's come out of jail.
Finna kill this
he
coochie
said,
nigga.
he said he's done the time.
Yeah,
And he's
did
reformed
the
now.
crime,
Reform.
did the time.
Yo, bro, you guys are on Thika Road, bana. Someone crosses him. He just does this.
You know he's playing. You know
You're
he's
just
playing.
like, babe, don't do it. Don't do it. You know when someone has been in, akifanya hivi.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
ama mkiwa naye kwa hao unga imeisha, anakuambia babe, mnacheza ngoma, unasema unga, he's like,
Imeisha, imededi.
what do you mean?
Use a different
Ama
gesture, please.
you're having a bash and he's like, your guys need to leave, and there's a lot of people in the house.
Cut it
he
out.
does this. You're like,
fuck.
Now guys,
fucking-
lazima goma,
shit.
lazima hata stima.
you
But
just
okay,
like,
to be
it's
fair,
different.
serial killers are not known to attack the people in their lives. So you're probably safer if you're in his life. than-
Safer? Utakuwa
Yo.
accessory wa crime hata bila kujua
Accessory
mazi.
of crime, yes, but see,
Yeah.
they usually care very heavily for the people around them.
Yeah.
You realize that they have. Let me break it down.
Let's
Seeing
go,
as
let's
I've been,
go.
I've been watching a lot of
True
these
crime.
things.
Yeah.
True crime and wine.
Yeah.
Come on. They have a lot of
Dope
mommy
concept.
issues, right? So if you treat them right, if you give them the love and affection that their mother never probably gave them, then you're safe. What they'll do is whatever rage and anger and whatever they have, they're going to go and... I'm not giving you guys serial killer hacks, please. Whatever that rage is,
Proceeds
whatever,
to give us serial killer hacks.
they're gonna go and take it out on
Someone
other
else.
parties. So you're gonna be safe in their house, in the safety of their little net. So they're probably never gonna attack you until they do.
So how do you determine that?
Never know. You
So
just
it's
never-
a risk you have to take.
One day you might tell them, baby, I don't like what you did there. They're like, oh,
Nah, nigga. Nah, man.
go home.
Nah, man. And you dapping up the boy.
Go home.
No maana sasa kuna beef na wewe pale kwenye comment section.
Yo, I swear, I've been seeing people going like, oh, Ashley dubs this nigga up too much, loves too much.
Bana.
Listen, he's a funny nigga sometimes.
Yo, let me tell you.
So
this
you
story.
are giving Shodi a chance.
Here's the thing.
Bro, high risk, high reward. Think about it.
First and foremost,
High risk,
right?
high reward.
Let me be very practical about it. That's quite something. I appreciate you having that conversation.
Yeah.
It's something I've never thought about, right? But you can imagine you're married to someone, and something happens, and they go into
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, cool. You can do this stint. You guys haven't filed for separation.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Mara
You're
the
going to see
scientist,
them.
young thug type shit.
Those kind of things.
Yeah.
Things. Life is crazy.
Life.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an interesting perspective when you put it like that. And there's a lot of people who are going through that right now.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'd say people who've even gone through it.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
So you can imagine they're human, they still want to be loved.
Yes.
By every means.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? There's people who are going to see them in their loved ones, their
Yeah.
friends, and so on and so forth. So I can imagine it's probably not the first thing they think about. I mean, we make a joke about it
Yeah.
because of black comedy that we've watched. Yo, he's a famous rapper or something, gets out of jail, first thing, nigga, I need to
chick.
get some chicks.
Yeah, Bobby
You know
Schmurda
what I mean?
type
Those
shit.
kind
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
But reintegration into society is not the
hard.
easiest of things.
True.
Been like 4 years of your life. Hey, bana, things have moved, things have changed. Where you even going to begin? You probably were on a trajectory of your
Yeah.
career or this or that.
Yeah.
So I'd encourage people to
Humanize.
be kind to that kind of person.
So let me throw in a curveball, right? You've known someone, you're liking them, there's a genuine vibe, they're actually cool people. And then down the line, they let you know, okay, so now I couldn't tell you this earlier on because maybe you would have seen me differently, you wouldn't have
yeah.
given this thing a chance, but I actually did some time. Unaona ndoi certificate yangu hapa maybe inaonyesha blah 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 or whatever forms. So is that going to change things for you yet? You already feel a way about this person. Hadn't they not told you that, atenge cross akili yako. They don't even have a crime bone, if I can say so, in their body. But now they've given you the information. So do you see them differently? Are you treating them differently? Are you feeling differently? Wagwan, what's going on?
There's definitely, the first and foremost, you're feeling a bit betrayed because, I mean,
Transparency.
there was no transparency. I mean, these are things that we should have told.
Okay.
But also, I respect the fact that, at times, people are very mean. They're not going to give you
A chance.
a chance or
Yes.
even time of day
Yeah.
based upon your past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? let's even, that's even a complex thing. People are not being given
Job.
time because of less things, things that don't even equate anywhere close
Yeah.
to doing time.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not the easiest of thoughts, but it takes quite a lot of, positive intention in yourself, and also just being able to, because you got to look at it in terms of society, right?
Yes.
So this is someone who has given trust into you. And they care for you, you care for them. But also now there's also the element of what's the word to use? How people are gonna perceive you and look at you.
Stigma.
Stigma, right? There'll be the stigma that people give to you, and this is knowingly and unknowingly.
Yeah.
You get people will speak about you, but these things don't happen forever. You understand?
Yeah.
They'll happen over a duration, but they'll still be always there in the grapevine. Unakumbuka ule dem, nani yako, yeah. But over time, people move on and so on and so forth. And there's so many people who've done time and come back and be integrated into society. So many of them. You get. So it's not the easiest of decisions, but it's one of those things where I wouldn't come here on this podcast and say, yo, 100% ati. And the people who are accepting you like that is your mother, father, loved ones. You understand? But people, even your friends will be gone.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Association. Actually,
The episode, CTA, shout out to Richie, go check it out. This lady, I think she's called Patricia, if I'm not wrong, I don't remember. She was arrested some time back. And now this was her story of how she got arrested and how she got out, and she was depressed for months on months on months. But she was able to kind of like re-enter society in a different way, and her main agenda is now bringing the women who are coming out of jail, how do we rehabilitate
Reintegrate them, yeah.
Reintegrate them into society through giving them like jobs, etc. And you realize how much you don't know, or how much assumptions there are about people who actually go to jail or people who are actually incarcerated because of different reasons. So yeah, check that episode out of CTA. It's really, really great. So, and it will give you a different like mindset of people who are being incarcerated, because they do come out and they're looking for something big, something better for them.
A chance.
A chance in life,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Pale kwa comment section nataka, if you've been involved with someone like that, those are the ones that I'm really looking forward to hearing from. Like, if this is an experience you've had, tafadhali tuambie ilikuwaje, whether you knew at first, whether you came to know or find out later, how was it? And if you haven't had the experience, is that something that you'd give a chance? Is that a direction you'd take? So kwenye comment section, ebu let us know agwan.
That's
I'm
actually
looking for any white collar daddies, white collar criminal daddies.
that's actually it's a great interlude into Diddy. Diddy ameambiwa, what?
Much nonsense.
It's the phrasing.
You wanted us to say it's a good way to get into Diddy.
Nah. There's no right way to say it.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so just
Do
proceed.
you want us to slide?
You can do whatever. You can slide, you can jump, you can do whatever. You can dissolve.
You know,
Yeah.
Diddy
Did
had
it and did it.
Diddy done did it. You know Diddy Dirty Money, that group.
Yeah.
Man, I'm coming home.
Good times.
Man, back where I belong.
Does he belong?
Okay.
Hell no. Diddy didn't come home.
He better not.
And he had a whole song.
Nigga, can
I'm
he's
coming home.
He's coming home after.
How come no one's made a joke like that?
Because it's Diddy, nigga. Because it's Diddy.
He had a whole
volatile.
song. I'm coming home.
Labda Dave
No.
Chappelle say atoke nayo.
You know,
But I
like
mean, soon to come, seeing as he was whatever it when sentence went last week.
last week Friday.
Last week
Friday, yeah.
Give it some time.
Friday, man. So Diddy facing what, 50 months?
50 months.
So they're gonna do minus. He's already done what, about 10 months or some, or 12.
Are they
11
gonna
months?
minus or is this plus?
No. They minus.
It's 60 months
Yeah.
minus 12.
Yes. So they're going to minus this, right?
Okay.
But you sent a very interesting clip, or who sent it to the group?
Which
I
one?
was watching it, right? So you know, in the States, it's very interesting. So he's now been sentenced. So the rule, they're like, okay, cool. We found you guilty on these counts. Then the sentencing happens.
Yeah.
You're told this is a duration, and now you're now transferred to the what do you call it?
Jail itself.
The board that handles prisoners.
Yeah.
You get the jail and what. So they can say this is a jail you're going to go to. The judge can recommend,
Yeah.
but also your lawyer can write and say this is where we'd like
To go.
to go.
So that's
So that's where they've now decided that they've written asking to go to this jail in New
Rikers.
Jersey. No, it's not
What
Rikers.
is it called?
It's a different one.
I forget the
the
name,
one
but it
for
wasn't.
white collar criminals, low security.
It's in Jersey, New
Yeah,
Jersey,
that
yeah.
one.
So that's the one they've written
Don't
to, right?
wanatafuta
But also
hapa.
why they've written to it, it's because it's in terms of security, it's not got like some hardcore criminals,
Yeah.
but also they've got a good drug program. And if you do that program and you're clean and sober for I think a duration of, is it maybe 12 months straight or something? You are now eligible for getting like almost a year knocked off.
Yeah.
So it's very calculated.
Very.
How they're just writing to the judge and what. So you can get that knocked off of your ear. So now you see, so there's the months he's already served, 13 months already. So if he goes in, so you do 50 minus the 13 months.
Fort Dix.
For
prison,
Dix,
yeah.
yes. Dix with an X.
Yeah.
Dix with an X.
Low security prison.
Yeah. So you see, 13 months minus the 50. If he goes through that whole program and he's clean and sober, sticking to it on good behavior, you can also have now like another couple of months, which is almost equitable to a year knocked off.
Yeah.
So what are
Or
we
house
doing?
arrest or
We're now no. This is still within your term.
time.
Yeah. So like say they do. So that comes down to what? So 13 for plus a possible 12, which comes to 25. So you only end up doing 2 years.
This nigga needs to do like 10 years.
And remember, this is just for the trafficking.
Yeah.
This isn't for anything
No.
else other than the trafficking, which was one of the biggest conversations. Because is it fair according to the charges, or is he being sentenced according to the general outlook of things and the things he has admitted to doing? So it was one of the biggest conversations happening online.
So
Because some
from-
people felt like this period is a bit excessive for the crime that he's being charged for, but it's kind of like, I mean, he did other things as well, so might as well just,
So the judge was handling this case, right? He's a great judge. From what I've seen as well, from feedback that journalists who are in the trial have talked about, he's a great judge. Like he wasn't letting this guy go. He wasn't letting up, right?
Yeah.
And that's why people are saying that the charges or the time that he's about to serve is going to be so much more than what the actual time served for the crime that he's done or the crime that he's been charged for is. And for him, for the judge, technically what he was saying is like, you fucked up. You fucked up very heavily. The jury technically only charged you for this, but considering all your other crimes or all your other allegations, that's why we're going to top up your, because the time served is meant to be like 2 years for now the trafficking or whatever. But now, based on now the judge's ruling, he was just like, we're topping it up with another few months.
But also when you listen to the judges, what do you call it?
Sentence.
Judges.
Sentence.
His when he was his speech,
rationale.
his speech during the sentencing. One of the things that he mentioned and said, why I can't just let you walk out of here is because you're saying you've apologized, you've written a letter, your kids have spoken, you've said I'm a changed man in this duration, you've been taking part in a program where you've been teaching fellow prisoners, the game with Diddy, those kind of thing, business, right? But also he said that, remember when the clip came out and the speech that you made after. You understand? Actually, even before the whole video, what you had said, shake down this, that, and what. So he was like,
remorse.
if you go back out, we introduce you back to society, you're just going to pause kidogo and you're back to your old ways. So you really need to spend time, first and foremost, for you to change the drug habits, because you've been on drugs for a while. You need to shake off these drug habits, because you have the money, you have the power, and also the judge did say, with you, the money and power that you have access to, had these women not come out, because they were very courageous. What's her name again? Cassie and Jen, right? Had they not come out, you'd have continued with this, because this would have slid through. So this is also a warning to anybody
Yeah,
else.
just serve as an
But
example.
also, he was also basing this upon all of the women who've had to suffer this kind of, abuse, and how many people who were traumatized by just seeing and listening to Cassie's testimony and all of that. So there's a lot to unpack, and he was just like, you have to do this. And the guy actually, and what I like about it is the judge was like, bro, you fucked up, right?
Yeah.
But this does not also mean that you can't get a second chance. Because he was even like, I hope when you've done this, you're able to come back into society, be a leader, still be able to, do the things that you've done to help some people in their lives. Yeah.
I fuck with him very heavily.
So it was the verdict was,
Yeah.
it was the guy, I mean, the prosecutors were pushing for 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing for a whole lot.
They were
more.
And
pushing for 11.
understandable. Like, very understandable. So
And,
stay in there for 10 years. Think about yourself.
And on the conversation, I don't know if you've seen whatever's been trending lately about your favorite apostle, Mainanganga.
I don't know about favorite.
Okay.
Because I don't want that kind of association.
Yeah.
But I saw that, and I've always known him to say some crazy ass things, right?
Yeah.
Wild shit. But that for me was just like, yo.
So I didn't catch the entire thing. I caught bits and pieces. Basically, he was giving an account of an incident that happened years back.
Yes,
Right?
this
Between
is-
him and other men involving a woman who was being,
Yeah.
abused.
Raped. Yes.
And it's
He said,
the
mina wanaume
tonality.
wengine wanane.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the tonality, it's the bravado that
Yeah.
he gave the account with.
So what he was trying to say is this, right? He was saying that even if the devil were to meet him, the devil would be like, oh shit,
This is it.
you've done some.
Some shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he was like giving an account, a testimony, and all of that. And by the way, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to be here tearing what he did.
Yeah.
For me, that was just like absolutely. I was shocked hearing all of that.
Same here.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Also,
You know what I mean?
it was so nonchalant. Like,
Yeah, but also guys forget how old this guy is. He's not no spring chicken.
yeah, I mean, for
He's
sure,
probably
but
75, 76. Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because
still-
you know his account, he was giving his account, and this does by no means
Yeah.
water down the
At
fact
all.
that this actually happened.
Yeah.
He was saying that these were within when Kenyatta was still president. Do you guys understand? This is like, so he must have been a young man. Because if he's, how old is he? 70 what? 75? Just Google that. Pastor Nganga age. I think he must be 75, 76 or something.
Nimecheki
this
press
is-
statement ya atheists in Kenya manze waki demand DCI wafanye maneno yao, like there's a public outcry
Yeah, there
to
is.
do something about.
He's 72.
Yeah, that guy amekula chumvi, but
72.
he seems healthy for his age. He's
Valid.
active and mse younger than his actual age.
So they're saying there's a bit of like his birth certificate says this, what, but they said that he was born in 1953, thereabout, right? But guys usually say he might be a bit older, 74, 75,
Yeah.
thereabout, right?
Yeah.
But still, that for me was just very shocking. Like, here's the thing. I'm going to say this, right? Like, I've never really... I'm always very shocked by some of the things he says to his congregation.
True.
Right? Like, I'm usually like, what the fuck? These people are still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody's who's my pastor speaking to me like that.
After he talks down on them.
Yeah. He's
badly,
like,
bro.
yo, even abusing them and what. You get, for me, though, I am keen to see if, of course, there's public outcry.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't be
Understandably
confessing to
so.
those kind of things, right? And
First of all,
there's
he did
definitely
that,
going to be
bro.
an investigation.
He went
You
out
know,
there and said that shit,
Bro, this is not the first. This is not his first
God
rodeo,
damn.
by the way. You know, there's a story about
The accident,
the accident.
yeah.
A story, you know.
And you know what? I feel like it angers me because there's no consequence for him. And that's why it's so easy for him to say these things out loud, knowing that he's being recorded or his congregants of thousands of people are actually hearing this because there's never been consequence.
Yeah.
And that's why he's so nonchalant when he's talking about these stories. Well and good life has happened to him, but
some guys were trying to talk about the fact that he did time after that, but others came through and said he did time, but it wasn't for that crime.
Yep. So
was
yes,
for
Pastor
other
Nganga,
things.
Another crime.
because Pastor Nganga has actually been to jail, having served time for robbery
Yeah.
before founding his church. He was
Yeah.
arrested and interrogated several times before on issues such as threats against journalists, fatal car accident in 2015, though he was not convicted in the latter case due to inconsistent witness testimonies. So prior to the ministry, Pastor Nganga openly shared that he spent a significant period in prison, serving nearly 2 decades for robbery before his 1989 salvation and 1992 release from Shimolatewa prison. So I think for him, why he kind of feels, okay, you know what, I can say some of these things is because he knows he
time.
did time.
But it's how you say it. It's like, don't get me. By the way, I might have okay, I forget the term, but I feel like these are some of the best people to stand on pulpits. Wase wenye wameishi maisha, a former criminal, someone who's reformed, and we've seen them through time.
Yeah.
Because even the lowest in the society can look at this person and say, God damn,
Yo.
this guy did worse things than I'm doing right now, and amefika hapa, so there's actually hope for me. And if someone like that comes and speaks to them, they're actually going to listen, as opposed to pastor mwenye anaendesha pajero, anaenda naishi kwa mansion, alafu anakuja hapa kuwaambia ati oh, be humble, be meek, nini. Kuconnect na inaweza kuwa a little bit more challenging. Juu maybe aja kuelele struggle yenye mimi nimekula sana niambia nini.
There's no really
But
accountability.
someone who's been through the gutter, someone who's lived that life and come out on the other side, yes. So I believe that he's been best positioned to be the guy pushing that kind of ministry of unajua ni aje, you don't need to go this direction when it comes to life.
Definitely.
But then when you take the platform and you do
you're
something
doing this kind of
completely
things?
different with it, then I'm like, hey bro. And Kenyans, you know, we're doing this to ourselves. This is the same thing with us choosing our leaders and our politicians, because we are the ones who put them over there. We're the
We're
ones who
accepting
empower
it.
them. We give them the platforms, you know. So guys were also judging the congregants as much as they were judging the guy.
That's actually the $1 million question.
Hey.
Is the church going to be packed this weekend?
Eh, juu nyinyi
Probably,
ndio mnaenda huko.
definitely.
That nigga is amefika point ambayo I don't feel like someone zake ni just any sermon. This guy is giving you entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why people, someone from uptown is going to consider going to Mainanganga's church just for the value of entertainment. Yani mse nimeona
You
clips
guys-
zake IG na TikTok, nataka tu niende nione kama ni for real.
Guys
Kama
on-
wanga nabonga hivi.
Guys on Twitter are going to that church for vibes, man.
Yeah.
You know, actually doing a bit more research about it, right? So Nganga actually did another stint in prison, in Nakuru prison, right? So in 1972, shortly after his circumcision,
Wow, that's very, very specific.
Yep, it says
Yeah.
he was jailed for 6 months in Nakuru prison. So this is actually an article in the Star. So this is a reformed,
Reformed, quote unquote.
criminal.
Yeah.
So when he's giving all of those stories, so he says that stint before even his other stint in Shimolatewa
Yeah.
actually robbed him of his school life.
His youth.
Because if we go according to what do you call it?
That's
if
like
we go
class
according
eight.
to his what we were looking at, his what's it called?
The date
Birth
of birth?
certificate. So he was what? He was 19 then.
That's what, high school. Into
Or
uni.
something. But you know, also those days guys weren't checking in at the 18 ushamaliza shule tu hivyo. Yeah, it depend.
In other
Yeah.
news, there's a woman who went viral for sending back $2,000 because she knows her worth.
Listen,
Did you all
I'm a-
catch that story?
I'm going to keep it, but I'm just never going to talk to you again.
So you'd pull it off.
I'm keeping it. I know my worth, but I'm
No, like
keeping it.
this. Okay, this is outrageous. This is absurd. You're not returning that money.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not returning it.
So, sister-
not in this economy.
So sister yako utasema nini about this one?
I mean, she knows her worth, and that's her worth, right? Like, her returning it is her knowing her worth. I can't blame her for it, you know. People have done worse. But for I personally, good sis, you keep the money in this economy, and then you just let the man slide, you know?
Unajua natafuta hii story. I'm not finding the actual story, but I remember reading through it, and part of the text that she had sent, tafadhali tutafutie hapo, was the period of time that they have been together
Oh, definitely.
and what she feels like she should be getting. $2,000. Ebu nifanye ile kitu wa Kenya wako wanafanya.
$2,000 is 200
Bigger.
260K.
I don't care how long we've known each other, but if you return that amount of money at
What is the next slide?
based off of the yes.
Okay.
So
Ashley, you wanna read it for
yeah,
the guys?
sure. Go. Okay, so she was sent. Let me see
Apostas.
the above text. Just go up.
It was just the money sent via. Oh, kuna text
So,
hapo juu. Yeah.
Hope,
Cash App.
happy early birthday. Just scroll. zoom in.
Blow it up.
Hey, bro.
So the mandem says,
Yeah.
"Thank you, sweetie. That's perfect. Happy early birthday, baby. Love you forever. Wishing you many more. I'ma be asleep at 12, so telling you now.
How
For damn
sweet.
sure this fuck that. You're telling me at 7 p.m. For
Yeah.
damn sure this nigga was clapping cheeks.
Nah.
Anyway, cash
Itakuwa nime-
App sends her 200 Apple Cash sends her $2,000. She says thanks, but I'ma send it back. I just feel like we've been together way too long for me to only get $2,000 for my birthday. You spend that on food in a month, and I'm not being ungrateful. I just know my worth. Thank you though, whatever your name is. You know, you always been sweet, but it's niggas really out there, niggas really out here trying to spend a bag
big
on me.
bag on me.
Heck yeah, I agree. There's some
The
gifts
nigga
that
is called Kevonte.
Kevonte. Listen, that's
So
already a
black.
red flag.
What?
Okay, from this context, I will understand where she's coming from. Like, this is this 2,000 is a regular thing for you.
No, this is
also
a month.
considering a month of food.
Shopping, bro. Yeah,
Cool.
a month, not a day.
I'm thinking, considering the relationship.
Yeah.
Someone said, meanwhile, I never got 2,000 for my birthday. Same. When you treat me a pesa birthday, please.
2,000 USD, nigga.
Looks like he dodged a bullet. Damn.
A torpedo. He dodged the whole torpedo.
But no,
No,
I
go on.
Haki agree. Okay. Level of gift is based on, I guess, how long you've been together and you knowing the situation that the person is in. So she's probably seen this nigga dropping this 2,000 bands probably in a club. She said that he
Now, she'd have
spends that.
said that.
But that's what she said.
No,
said,
she
okay,
said
in a
shopping.
restaurant. She said in a restaurant.
So,
You
but
spend the
in a month.
2,000 in a month for
In a month,
restaurants.
not a day.
In restaurants,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm assuming for her, she's just like, if you can spend that in a restaurant, why not spend it on me or double it and send it to me? I understand the levels to these things. I guess your interaction or how you see someone moving could also say a lot. Like, trust you me, I personally, if you come as a man, if, let me give a great example because I've just been through this. If you come to my house, right? And you buy yourself food, but you don't buy me food. That's a whole different situation,
That's
right?
different.
Bomb
Yeah.
clad nonsense.
Right?
Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
that's selfish as fuck.
Or if
Yeah.
you buy a bottle when we're in the club one day, and then when we go to a restaurant, you decide, oh no, you can only have a glass of wine. See, I'm gonna see that as sus. I'm gonna be like that.
Aje?
If we're in the club and you pop a bottle or bottles, but you take,
Nimechukua chupa ya bond.
no.
Wait,
Listen,
stick to it, eh?
you're popping bottles in the club, right? But which one is wild. Popping bottles in the club, but when you take me out for dinner, you can't even order a bottle of wine, right? It's by the glass or a cocktail or a mocktail. I'm gonna look at that like, so you can drop bands in the club, but you can't drop bands during a dinner with me.
Because it's just the two of us.
It doesn't matter.
At the
See,
club,
just
it
the
was
two of us in
Kikosi.
the club as well. Fuck the
Kwa
other
club
niggas.
ilikuwa mbogi.
You know, here's the thing, eh?
You're done? Umemaliza?
I'm pretty much done. Yeah, what I'm saying is it's based on your interaction with someone. So she might be valid
Honestly,
for that.
Fuck that shit, man.
Here's the thing. I looked at that message, and I was like, it's quite unfortunate, to be honest, right? I don't know, different scenarios and what, but for me, what I feel bad about that message, I could see her point, you spend that on food, you get in a month. But for me, first and foremost, that justification of you have to
Yeah.
that is quite questionable for me.
I'm with
but
you.
then again, I don't know what their relationship is like,
Exactly.
or what she, entitled, and also, I mean, people do have expectations.
Yeah.
But for me, what fucking made me, I'd be like, you know what? If you send me that cash back, I'm not even bloody having this conversation. Is that there's niggas out here willing to spend
A bigger bag
yeah.
on you.
I'm like,
Go.
the fuck?
Run,
wasn't
You
nigga.
understand? Like, the
Kwanza,
fuck?
chukua
You get?
fare hapo uende.
I'm just like, that one for me is actually okay, cool, thank you. You know what? If they're ready to do that, go ahead.
By all means.
Yeah.
This Ashley, inaitwa pressure. You're trying to put me up. You want me to perform to a certain level because you have seen other niggas who have that capability at this particular moment, being able to do that. And not just being able to do that, but I can actually come right now and do that shit.
Yeah.
Nikumanisha, she's looking at her options and going like, if you don't get your act right, there's
I'm
niggas
moving
who
to-
are willing to get their act right. So nigga, act right. Okay. Granted, if this was about character, if this was some history where they've had some dealings with finances and money that led up to this, ambayo hatujui, as
Yeah.
Calvin and you are saying, I agree, these things we do not know. But this is straight up entitlement. This is straight up expectations. And the fact that she's saying she's not being ungrateful is the Achilles heel here. Because, okay, show me your gratitude. Gratitude ingekuwa, baby, thank you. I feel like maybe we can hii tunaweza fanya hii na hii, but maybe in future, I don't know, mali tumefika, do you feel like there's a conversation that can be had if you feel like he's slighting you when it comes to the finances? Have the conversation. But umekuja kwangu na threat. Oh, there's niggas who are willing to spend. Go! Nigga, go. This has nothing to do with gratitude, nothing to do with respect, this has zero things to do with love and an actual relationship.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. Yesterday, same kind of conversations. I love, because of having so many different, at
Discourses.
times, you can sit down and just listen to people and different stories.
Yeah.
And one of the things that when I mentioned earlier expectations, it was based upon a conversation that I was hearing, right? And let's kind of stick a pin in this particular story, right?
Okay.
And have a conversation about, here you are, like, let's use that woman, and she's been dating someone who's spoiling her rotten.
Yeah.
Giving her, lose 10K USD, trips here, there, where, what, like crazy.
La vida
right?
loca.
And boom, maybe it doesn't work out. She's back out here. And here I am trying to holler, and we've probably said, hey, we're going to do this. Is she going to come at me with that same energy that she's been used to?
She better not.
And I probably don't have those kind of means, and probably those are not my priorities.
Yeah.
But that is what you were used to. It's your birthday, Mykonos. You get all of those. There's actually a lot of men out here who go through that.
Yeah.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. You've been set up by someone. People are not equal in terms of resources. And you get news iPhone 17 has dropped. It's not even been 3 weeks out. Uko nayo. You understand?
Nimeziona.
Ziko.
Nimeziona.
And that really got me thinking. I was like, that's an interesting situation to be in. Because, that is what she was used to. Should she settle for less, or are you the one? I don't even think settle for less is the way to put it, right? Should you endeavor to accord her the lifestyle she was used to?
Fuck no, nigga. You know where you're at. Unajua mali umefika. You see what's going on over here.
So
You see
let me
what's going
say
on over
this.
here.
You're warranted in saying what you're saying, right? First, the expectation is the Sijui watch to heart take, Sijui the watch to the blah blah blah, all the sayings that come with expectation, right? But don't come at me if you can't afford me.
Don't stay here if you know my finances can't.
That's cool. Dip. We could both equally dip. Date within your band. Date within your bank account. Date within your card, right? If you look at a babe and you're just like, well, shit, or you have a conversation and this babe tells you, yeah, I take myself to Mykonos. Or every year I take myself to Zanzibar. You already understand where she sits. Do you get what I mean?
I know I want her to sit.
You'd love her to sit there as well. But you can't start coming at her when she's saying, oh, I want XYZ, because that's a lifestyle she's used to. That's a lifestyle she's probably given herself and other people have given her. So if you can't afford me, don't date me. Like, if I can equally afford myself, and I have this conversation with a good friend of mine a lot, right? Where I will not want to be with a man, unfortunately or fortunately, I will not want to be with a man who, when I say I want to get food, or I want to go on a trip, or I want to buy a bag or shoes, when I do all that, when I say all that, they'll start claiming, oh, but budget or XYZ, I can do it for myself. So don't start telling me we can't do that, or I can't do that, or we can't go on a trip because you can't afford it, or you're a Maisa, or you don't want to spend a buck. I'm gonna do it myself. And for you, you're gonna be sidelined a little bit. Date within your band.
And on that, I think the first interview Nikita Kering did on the Sandwich podcast, she said something similar. Like when they were, how everyone was making fun of her and Lil Maina and so that's how they got into the conversation. And she said something similar. She was like, I'm at a place where when it comes to the guys, this is exactly what she's talking about. Like, I am able to wake up one day and say, I want to go to the coast today, or I want to go to Lagos today, and I can make it happen. But if the person that I'm with maybe hana yo capability, then siezi enda kwake. I won't go and start spending time with him nini nikijua vizuri when it comes down to the wire, brother probably has to maybe spare some money or save some money for like 6 months for him to do like a Diani trip, leave alone like a Lagos trip. So yes, I'm with you. Within your range, within your tax bracket, do that shit. But with the same breath, manze, unacheki mali umeingia, unacheki mali umekuja, you can see what I'm capable of and what I'm capable of doing. Granted, maybe umecheki udem, design yake ni high maintenance. Mfuko yangu, yes, maybe nitaumia kiasi, but naeza afford until this particular point. Udem anabonga ni kama I'm supposed to sit here and receive everything from everyone. I can't do shit for myself. Because on one hand, I agree with what you're saying. If you're able to do this for yourself, do it for yourself. Argument yangu ni udem angeniambia, unajua ni aje, I can spend this bag on myself. You don't need to give me this money, ni sawa. Yo nitakubali. But don't come and tell me that this money is going to come from some other niggas, because then you're going around a bush. Wewe una hate on someone who is like you. Mimi na wewe tuko ligi moja. Lakini unataka kujifanya ati ukoko na matop shot ama top dog. If you can't generate this wealth for yourself to go and do that shit that you want to do, then you can't tell me shit.
My thing is this.
Cause mimi na wewe tuko mahali moja. Hata useme aje. Hata useme aje. Yes, uko na jeju, uko na nyapu, uko na kila kitu. But when it comes to the finances.
Did you use the word nyap, nigga?
No.
Shit, man.
No, nimedanganya. Ni ukweli. Yeah, it can get you things. It can get you to Mykonos. Maybe my dick wouldn't be able to get me to Mykonos the way your coochie can get you.
Okay.
My thing is this.
But kama hawezi
like that.
No, I end of the day mimi nasema hivi, kama huwezi generate pesa peke yako, you can't tell me
But
shit.
it really doesn't matter if I can generate it by myself or not. Like, if I can get myself there because of my pretty looks, my intelligence, then well and good. Let it get me there. Nothing is stopping. Wait, and
yes.
I can talk my shit because I've been able to get myself there one way or another. And not because of my pussy, not because of my nyash, probably because I'm an intelligent woman. And
what?
someone has no, it's true. It's true.
Wait.
Listen, I've from conversations, and yes, probably the one I hit, but from conversations, a lot has happened.
Umenipoteza mali,
What
nataka
I'm saying
kukufuata.
is, it doesn't matter if you're not on the same level money-wise. It doesn't matter. Me as a baby, if I'm able to get myself there one way or another, well and good. Even niggas have gotten themselves somewhere in one way or another, and they've moved. My thing, I'm agreeing with you that what she said was out of pocket. She probably shouldn't have added that last part because it's none of his business anyway. But we can't start saying that the babe can't request for things if she cannot sustain it herself. Let her ask.
Hapo niko na wewe. Me, my thing is, don't use that as the reason to come and talk down on me because I can't be able to do something that you can't be able to do for yourself.
It doesn't matter. If
no, it matters.
To let her go.
Okay, for guys, cause in the pedestal sasa umejieka.
No.
And you know what happens when you're on a pedestal?
Value.
That's not value. A pedestal is not value.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm just here to save people time, heartache, disappointment, and everything. I am a firm believer in this, right? If we like each other,
Yeah.
There's always going to be a person who has more money than the other in a relationship. You might be a man and you're trying from here to high heaven, and she has more money than you. It might be the other way around.
Yeah.
Guys might be equal.
Yeah.
There's seasons as well. You know, you might have more money and so on and so forth. I'm a firm believer in have conversations about expectations.
True. Yeah.
Because with those, it saves you guys a lot. But those expectations are things that you can change over time. It does not mean how we came into this is how we're going to be here 5 years. Calvo, your ambition is just, you have to change up these things. And also as a man, you have to also understand from even the Bible. If you're trying to make an honest woman of this woman, you need to be able to know that, hey, the woman leaves her home to come to you.
Yes.
There's basic things that you need to be able to cater to.
Yes.
But with that said, things do change. You understand? You could lose your job, your source of livelihood. You could get injured. You can't. You get. But those conversations about expectations, no one can come from outside to tell you how to handle your own things. So have those conversations, even if you're dating. Remember, one of the biggest, and I think you should even Google it, Austin, the biggest cause of divorce is finance.
Yeah.
One of the biggest, because
infidelity.
Infidelity is on that top list, right? One of the biggest is because divorce, right? Because some people are having Abulas in Google in the world, right? Go to that one.
Lack of commitment, infidelity, constant conflict and arguing, and financial
problems. Because some people go into long-term relationships and have never had a conversation about money. Because you're just like, oh, okay, you want that whole African perspective, and I'll use an African perspective where you're just like, unataka kujikaza kabisa to show that I can provide, I will die on this hill, no matter what, nini nini. Okay, if that's what you want to do, all fair. If you think you can sustain it, all good. But my thing is this, make sure that you guys have those kind of conversations, because once you set the expectations, there won't be none of this.
Yes, I'm with
honestly, because both of you guys are making some points, right? Modern woman, modern man, how people want to be dated, how people want to be spoiled. And also you as a man, do you want to be breaking your back to sustain something which you clearly cannot? And also, you now start to look at things like, so am I going to spend all of my money trying to impress her and I have zero investments? If it started raining and it pours, is she going to be able to hold me down like that? Or is she, gonna dip? And most of the cases, if you've set her up like that, hence you're getting a message like that where you're being told, yo, there's a whole lot of niggas about to spend a bag on me.
There's no longevity.
Exactly.
It's a give.
You see, so it's not sustainable. So back to what I've said, have these conversations. Because here, watching this podcast, there's someone in that very particular predicament. Kwanza as a young nigga, bro, I know you get into those situations. Unafika pahali, this babe is being courted by probably someone who has more guap. There'll always be someone who has more guap than you.
True.
Always.
True. Saudi League.
Exactly.
Wakikuja na contract hakuna kitu utasema.
Saudi League.
Just to say to another team.
And you, Saudi League, and maybe you're a guy for the Farmers League.
Manze, kama nyinyi,
Exactly.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night football. Ronaldo, you've been given a max contract a year, 400 them.
Yeah.
There's always going to be niggas like those. You understand?
And interestingly, unajua mi uangaliaje manze, sasa dinge kama huyu na muangalianga from the perspective of her daughter or her son looking at her right now, making these decisions and her rationale. And that alone wanga inanipatia maybe most of the information that I'll need to make my decisions ikifika kwa denge. Juu, kuna traits zingine, hata mwenye ukifikiria dem. For example, I have dated someone who later on, they got a kid and way later, after shapata mtoi nini, she got a boy, right? Akaniambia, I'm not going to lie, until I got my son, I wasn't able to maybe really comprehend the things that I was doing to you. Yani, zile makosa zenye nilifanya, because like, yes, I also had my part to play in the toxic things in that relationship. So when she was owning up to her part, and this is years later, even laughing about it, aliambia, one day she just looked at her son and couldn't imagine somebody's daughter coming to treat her son like that, the same way she treated me back in the day.
Okay.
You know, so nilianza kuangalia vitu through that lens. Like bro, mimi nikiangalia mama yangu ana make decisions fulani nitafilaje. Mimi nikiangalia mzaya ana make decisions fulani nitafilaje. That sense of responsibility, that sense of accountability. So when I'm seeing shit like this, bro, ebu sasa nikuulize dem kama hizi ni red flags ngapi umeona with this one incident?
This one didn't just show up. They were definitely...
Yeah, then that's what I'm trying to say. Like
You could definitely
can't-
tell.
There were
Yeah.
definitely other interactions.
Yeah.
Before she came up and said this shit, she's probably gone through the works with this person.
if
Like
The flags were there.
his red flags.
You don't
were
have to
there.
be the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah.
There
to
were-
be able to-
all the red signs were there for her. This, I think, was the one that set flutes.
But also, I can also look at it as I could also look at it in a different way. I could look at it as this was her trying to look for a reason to chomoka.
A way out.
Yeah, a way out.
Yeah.
It could,
And
I could
hence
also,
the last.
yeah.
Hence the last.
It was
many
just
niggas do this.
You know,
for me.
and you know she's over there trying to make it. This is a straw that broke the camel's back. And you're just like, cause the way she's putting that whole niggas out here trying to throw a bag at me. Yo, there was definitely someone else up with you. There was a
She's
player on
been
the
involved.
bench.
Amekuwa involved. Huyu akona squad mzima, akona team
Oh, he
mzima.
definitely does too.
Yeah.
The guy?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why the babe but not the guy?
Because he's already I'm looking at it financially and in terms of maintenance. Kama huyu, I think we can agree on he might have seen some of these signs earlier on.
And she definitely saw a couple of signs earlier on too.
So in that sense, mina fikiria huyu jamaa amejicollect design ingine yenye maybe this is his best effort to give the 2,000 USD.
Okay, not to be hell bent on this conversation as well. What I'm saying is, what he's doing for her right now is probably not the best that he's done for her. And that's why I'm saying he probably has a whole squad back there too. And that's why she's just like, thank you, but no thank you. Because I know you can do better. Like, this is not something that would bother you. So it's either his energies are somewhere else or she's simply just fucking done with it.
And my point therein was then she should have used that as the example. As in, take it, bro.
Does she have to?
Yes, because
No.
you've used something completely different that paints a different picture from. And imagine I agree with you. Ju, ungeniambia, bro, you spent a bigger bag on me before. We spent bigger dimes
But
before. What is this?
She technically said that on her text.
No, it's the after. Hapo sikatai, hapo kwa shopping, hapo kwa groceries nini sikatai. But you bring in niggas who are ready to spend a bigger bag on you. Just that. It has changed the trajectory of the whole conversation. So, mi nasema, kama reasoning yake ingekuwa, bro, you've spent a bigger bag on me before. Or we spent more money before together. So, what the fuck is this 2,000 USD? Then, ningekubali. It's just that she didn't use anything like that to show enyewe, hapa akona argument ya kumake that can actually hold some water. She might have been looking for a reason to maybe dip, but
returning
who returns the money, bro? Hata kama una dip, chukua pesa uende nayo. Who returns the money?
That I agree. And in that case, never return your money. It's because the mics are open. Bye, kids.
Shit, man.
My name is
man.
Ashley.
Andy Young,
Big C.
adios muchachos.